These are the 5 levels of home espresso machines, and where you land on this ladder decides whether you sip real espresso or drink sour sludge for the next 10 years. By the time we finish, you'll spot exactly which level fits you, and that number stamped right on the box will never fool you again. Let's start with that number, because nothing in this category gets lied about more often. You walk into a store, one machine brags about 15 bars, another shouts 18, the next claims 20, and your gut tells you more must mean better. Well, your gut is wrong. 9 bars has been the standard since the lever machines of the 1940s, roughly 130 psi, and that's the pressure espresso actually wants. Here's the part folks don't mention. A 15-bar machine and a 9-bar machine both brew at around 9 anyway, because a small valve inside quietly bleeds the rest away. That big number only describes what the pump can reach, not what lands in your cup. Ignore the bars, because the thing that truly separates good from awful is the heat, and how each machine wrangles that heat is what these 5 levels are built around. Now, level 1 belongs to the pressurized basket appliance. Picture the plastic and chrome machine with a thermoblock and a basket that simply does the work for you. It can't brew and steam together, and the temperature wanders badly, since a basic thermostat drifts 10 to 15 degrees between cycles, while a swing as tiny as 2 degrees Celsius already shifts the flavor. That tiny wandering is why your shot tastes different every morning. The pressurized basket fakes crema, the foam, and forgives a sloppy grind, which makes it gentle for a total beginner. But real espresso basically stays out of reach. Most people run past this level once they taste its limits, which is exactly when level 2 starts calling. Level 2 brings the single boiler. Same footprint with one upgrade that changes everything. Because now you can bolt on a real PID. That controller pins your brew water within 1 or 2 degrees, instead of letting it lurch to 15. And that's when flavor stops acting like a coin flip. One catch remains though. Brewing and steaming still can't happen at once. Brew water sits near 93 degrees Celsius, around 200 Fahrenheit, while steam needs roughly 125 Celsius, about 257 Fahrenheit. And a lone boiler is just not going to be both. So you pull your shot, then wait for it to climb. The Gaggia Classic Evo Pro lives right here, near $449, carrying a 58mm commercial portafilter that mod fans love. And while a stock Gaggia doesn't come with a PID, you can buy an aftermarket Gaggia PID kit for around $150 to build a temperature-stable beast. Great coffee, just patient coffee, which is the whole reason Level 3 exists. Level 3 has a rapid thermojet system that eliminates the old wait times by switching from brewing to steaming in 3 seconds flat. Temp control sits comfortably mid-pack, nothing fancy, plenty good. This is your Breville Bambino at about $300, with the Bambino Plus running closer to $400 or $500 depending where you shop. For most people watching, this is the sweet spot. Fast, compact, and genuinely capable of excellent espresso. And honestly, in my opinion, most buyers should park it right here and never look back. Hobbyists can keep climbing anyway, and this is where things get serious. Level 4 hands you the heat exchanger, practically the front door to prosumer territory. A single boiler pulls in the double duty, so brewing and steaming run side by side with stability. The trade-off carries a name, temp surfing, which means you flush a little water first to settle the brew temp, because that boiler runs hot for steam. It's a tiny ritual, though it lets you know you've left the appliance aisle behind. These rise from hundreds into a few $1,000s, built to outlast almost everything, and only one sits higher. Level 5 with the dual boiler. 2 separate boilers, one for brew, one for steam, and each guarded at its own perfect temperature. Best stability, 0 waiting, no surfing rituals. $5,000 marks the ceiling, with these starting a few hundred and climbing all the way there. And the Rancilio Silvia Pro X plants itself in that serious tier, near roughly $2,000 to $2,200. You don't outgrow this one. Be careful, Don't confuse this model with the regular Rancilio Silvia, which contains a single boiler machine. That one retails for near $900. A good way to tell the difference. None of this ladder is new, and that's the part worth considering. Back in 1901, Luigi Bizzarra patented an early espresso machine in Milan. La Pavoni opened its doors in 1905 and turns 120 in 2025. And Achille Gaggia's 1948 lever machine handed us both crema and the 9-bar standard everyone still chases after. The technology grew up decades ago. It's only the marketing that got louder. The money agrees, since espresso machines should reach about $4.3 billion in 2026 and push past $7 billion by 2035. Much of it riding on one number that doesn't mean what buyers think. Brand new and chasing crema, level 1. Real flavor on a budget. Single boiler with a PID. Fast and great for most, the Bambino. Ready to climb, heat exchanger, and the dual boiler for the ceiling. Forget the bar count, I'd chase the temperature. And as one repair shop bluntly put it, always choose the PID machine. Because getting the heat right is the line between real espresso and a number that never saved anyone.